London, 1880s. The East End is alive with clattering carts, shipyard smoke, and the cries of children dodging between workhouses and market stalls. But in one corner of this crowded maze, West Ham, something far more sinister was happening. Young girls started vanishing, one by one. No warning, no witnesses. Some were never seen again. Others turned up in horrifying conditions. And unlike the infamous Jack the Ripper murders, these crimes were swept into silence. This is the forgotten tale of the West Ham vanishings, a haunting series of unsolved disappearances and murders that gripped East London from 1881 to 1889 and remain a mystery to this day. It began on April 16th, 1881. 14-year-old Mary Seward left her home at 98 West Road, Plaistow, headed out on a simple errand. She never came back. Her family searched frantically. Neighbors joined the hunt. The local paper reported the entire district was much disturbed. People were terrified. How does a young girl vanish in broad daylight? Then, an eerie clue. A blue dress was found in West Ham Park, with the buttons carefully cut off. A strange detail, deliberate, almost ritualistic, but no sign of Mary herself. She was never found. No body, no suspects, no answers. Just weeks later, Eliza Carter, age 12, disappeared under equally bizarre circumstances. She was last seen heading home from school. Then, she was gone. But days later, she suddenly reappeared briefly, just long enough to tell her classmates something unsettling. "The fairies took me. I can't go home." Then she vanished again, completely. Police scoured the area. And once again, in West Ham Park, a blue dress was found. Buttons missing, just like Mary Seward's. Was it the same person? A serial predator? Or something worse? Something organized? Around this time, a British Army major stationed in Portsmouth came forward with a disturbing story. He claimed he saw a girl being dragged by a hideous old woman through the streets, but something felt off. It was like the woman might have been in disguise, even possibly a man dressed to appear older. The girl was terrified. The scene stayed with him. Was this one of the missing West Ham girls? The police never confirmed the sighting, but it added fuel to the rumors. Was a predator using disguises? Were multiple people involved? Nearly a decade later, in 1890, tragedy struck again. This time with a name we wouldn't forget. Amelia Jeffs, age 14, went out to buy fish and potatoes for dinner on a foggy January evening. She never returned. Her parents were frantic. The entire neighborhood helped search. For 2 weeks, there was nothing. Then, on Valentine's Day, police kicked in the door of a small, unoccupied house on Portway. Inside, hidden in a cupboard, was Amelia's body, which had been there for a while. She had been killed and thrown away like garbage. The owner of the house, a local builder named Joseph Roberts. He and his father had been working on that very property. Both had keys. Suspicious, yes, but back then, without forensics, there just wasn't enough to hold them. The case fizzled. No trial, no justice. Over 18 years, at least 6 girls from the same area, Plaistow, Stratford, West Ham, vanished. Most were between 5 and 15 years old. All had gone out on simple errands. None were wealthy. Most were alone. Some were never seen again. Others were found violated, strangled, or mutilated. Details repeated. Blue dresses, missing buttons, near West Ham Park, empty houses, and sightings of strange figures, always around the time of the disappearances. The police were overwhelmed, newspapers distracted by Jack the Ripper. And for the poor girls of East London, no one seemed to care. In August 1882, another girl, Clara Sutton, disappeared on her way home from school. Her case barely made headlines. Like Mary and Eliza, she simply vanished. Then, in 1883, a chilling clue. Postal workers on Goswell Road opened a heavy, unclaimed box. Inside, a teenage girl's corpse, wrapped in cloth, body crushed. Was it Clara or another victim? No one ever identified the body. The box was quickly buried, the case forgotten. Some believed Joseph Roberts was the killer. He worked alone in empty homes. He had access. Dr. Jan Bonderson, a criminologist, later linked him to other disturbing crimes in nearby Walthamstow. Others thought this was organized trafficking. Poor girls kidnapped and sold into child labor, or worse, shipped abroad to Belgium or Holland. There were whispers of this, even one girl allegedly traced to Belgium, though nothing confirmed. A third theory, a Ripper-style killer who targeted preteen and teenage girls, someone with a specific sick pattern and the cunning to vanish without a trace. The West Ham vanishings stopped abruptly in 1899. No new cases, just silence. Did the killer die? Was he jailed on an unrelated charge? Did he move and continue elsewhere, like Walthamstow, where similar crimes appeared in the early 1900s? We don't know, but one thing's certain, nothing changed in West Ham. No sweeping arrests, no grand closure. The evil just stopped. Today, 126 Portway, the house where Amelia Jeffs was found, still stands. But most of the area looks different, modernized, paved over. The memories buried with the girls. The Ripper gets all the headlines, but West Ham had its own shadow. And unlike the Ripper's victims, these girls weren't sex workers or adults. They were children, innocent, alone, forgotten. We may never know who did it. A serial killer, a trafficker, a shadow in the fog. But one thing haunts West Ham more than anything else. We stopped asking. And in the silence, evil thrives. If you love strange, forgotten cases like this one, check out my Bizarre Lunchtime Tales playlist, packed with more eerie stories from history that most people have never heard. I'll see you there.